Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Shut Door or Door Shutter, coming back to you with episode 27 of FTB Skies, and today we have solved a problem. Last episode we ended with mass confusion, where the rooms were not being able to be found in compacting machines. So I reverted back to a save that was 2 hours previous, so we've lost some progress, but I've caught back up. We didn't have the turbine built, the reactor wasn't fully complete, and of course the rooms are still there. So we're good. This is currently running. I'm also trying to get flux gargantuan ones, 128,000, all of that jazz. I mean, we have enough power to thrive, right? We don't need anything else. The good thing is we actually are close to completing another quest with this. I don't think I'm going to worry about transporting power fully out of this because I don't really need the power if we are able to keep steady. So let's work on the next bit. Nuclear waste. Let's go high temperature. Output when reactor reaches dangerous temperatures. Um, I think that should be good. I'm not even sure how that works, but if it blows up, it blows up. As long as we get our plutonium and polonium. Let's see here. So all the way at the bottom. What is this? Why do I got? Oh, I was messing around with deep learning. I will talk about that later. So we need plutonium. Plutonium is made with getting isotopic centrifuges and pumping in nuclear waste. So isotopic centrifuges. Let's grab 10 of them. We only probably need about 4. But actually, I think we'll do 2. And then the other ones, I really don't think we need them. Right? We don't need polonium for any reason. Yeah, it doesn't look like we need polonium in any capacity. Okay. I was just kind of wondering, since we don't need that, we do need DT fuel, though. We'll have to look at that. I think we should be good. Okay. Alright, fantastic. What is stopping this? Alrighty, so I kind of forgot to turn this off when I left, so we are actually having a radiation exposure right now. Good thing we got our hazmat suit. Let's get into this. So, we have the isotopic centrifuges. I just cut it down to 4. That should fit right here. And I think... let's actually reverse these. So let's go this direction. And we're going to grab ultimate pipes. So pipes, we'll grab this, grab this. We're going to then pipe in this. Where is my... just crescent hammer, that'll work. Okay. And then we're going to put a flux point at the very end here. Okay. So that should give power. And then this actually is configured wrong. So let me get the configurator. So we want to output waste. Perfect. On the gas, round robin. Is that not going to work? Why is that not working? Isotopic centrifuge. Let's make sure that on the back side for gas, we're gonna input. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. So for right now, let's grab a waste barrel. Okay. Actually, I'm curious. If we grab tubes, pressurized tubes, This might be what we need to use. We might not be able to use... Goodness gracious. I didn't know there was multiple noises. Hold on. I couldn't care about radiation right now. Okay. So let's just use these. So we're going to pull, we're going to push. And I don't think... Hold on. I might have to do something a little sloppy here, which is this. And then just input, pull, because you can only pull and push from the top there. Okay, and then here, let's make sure we're pushing in the front. Okay, why is this not working? This should be working. Where did it all go? Okay, hold on. I'm very confused. All of it just kind of disappeared. Okay, let's try one more thing before we turn this back on. I quickly want to put these right here. And let's try and configure these correctly. So bottom input. Let's just clear that. And then energy input front. Let's grab a configuration card. Okay. Let's activate this. All right. Now, nuclear waste should be being put on in both of these. Or in all of them. It looks like it'll prioritize. So that'll be plutonium. And maybe we only need one of these. But I'm going to keep all four. So now what we need is the other machine, the pressurized reaction chamber. So pressurized reaction chamber, just grab 4 of those. Actually, we'll just use 2. We'll cut it down. We'll use 2. Okay, but these do need power. So let's quickly grab pipes. Nope, not that one. This one. Nope, that's an item pipe. Energy pipe. There we go. Not colorblind, I swear. I was only going off of color there, so that was on me. It's because I think I grab item pipes all the time. So, you know. All right. So, we've got plutonium. Let's grab the pressurized reaction chambers here. Oh, just 2 of them. And then let's grab a gas pipe. Unless we just want to stick with these reaction tubes. That should work. So on the back side here, we're going to output. Okay. And then here and here, we will then get plutonium. Let's grab a sink. Terracotta. So we've got the sink here. So we're actually just going to place this right here. And then we're also going to try and use our universal pipes. So let's go put a pipe here, a pipe here. Grab a flux point. And also, I don't have the flux point pattern as I did last episode because, of course, we did that backup. So I completely forgot that I even did that. So I will probably throw that back on here whenever I get a chance. But, you know, for right now, it's whatever. Okay, so let's get that. Let's get this. Okay. And then what do we need? I think we need substrate, right? Is that what I need? No, I need fluorite dust. Okay, so let me get fluorite dust. And I'll be right back. Alrighty. So let's get the fluorite dust in here and in here. We're just doing a stack. I'm pretty sure I'm going to turn this whole thing off once we get what we need. And then the other thing is I need to get a supreme machine frame, which we need netherite scrap for. So I need to basically go step out of here for a second, go to our netherite, which is right here, and just kind of yoink. And I think I should be able to put this in the system. I think. No, okay. So I will have to kind of turn this off for a second. Where is the off thing? So right here. So let's just take this out for a second. And that'll give us some netherite scrap. We'll click start. And then that should be going. All right. So we've got our plutonium started. We've got our netherite scrap sorted. We should be over here real quick. So we've got two. And of course we have spent nuclear waste, which we're just going to kind of leave here. So we need legitimately one more piece, and we will have that quest completed, which is 1 supreme machine frame, 5 plutonium pellets, and then of course we get all of the creative element containers, which will be fantastic. We also get a creative energy cell, which is absolutely useless for me. Actually, it may not be useless, but I'm not sure. The creative controller is the one we want. I don't really care about anything else there. So yeah. All right, there's our 5th one. Let's press scram on this. Let's get out of here. Okay. So supreme machine frame, fantastic. Let's get submit. Let's take all of our goodies. Let's get rid of this useless one. That was flight, by the way. Just so you guys know. I knew what I threw out. It is just a flight one. And of course, what do we already have? Well, I've got those like several times over. So let's quickly fly over here. And let's get one of the cool things placed, because it's going to be epic. Creative controller. So we can actually scratch this, get rid of this, put this down, and now we use no power for our refined storage system. So this is completely off grid, which is fantastic. I mean, that's another quest complete. So let's grab our task screen. And, oop, not that. And let's quickly set this real fast. So we want the 100, is it 100 billion? Is that what it is? 100 billion? I don't know if we have 100 billion, but we'll try it. We might need to turn the reactor on for a little while, but we'll see. Okay, so let's fly over here. And let's take this out. Put this down. And, okay, so yeah, we're going to have to turn this back on for a little while. And hopefully not blow this up. But we'll see. We shall see. Because, I mean, I could have done like the mycelial reactors and stuff, but, you know, this is going to take a while. I forgot it was 100 billion. I thought it was a billion. 100 billion is a little ridiculous in my opinion. But oh well. I think what we should do, since this is going to take forever, let's actually expand the reactor size. I'm going to do this off camera, but I will be back in a second. I'm going to take out the plutonium stuff, and I'm just going to, you know, since we don't need this for any quest that I can see, pure crystals. That's not complicated. That's not complicated. Okay. Shards, fruit of... That's just Botania bosses. Okay. We've already actually got, like, this stuff. We'll need to get these generalized ender predictions. Yeah, I don't see anything here that's going to be too much of a pain. Honestly, we should be able to fly through most of this. Firelight, since we've got the creative stuff, we should be able to fly through that. So yeah, let me get the reactor stuff going, get this stuff out of the way, and yeah, I'll be back in a second. Alrighty, so I've updated the reactor here, and I've got ultimate mechanical pipes from Mekanism and pressurized tubes that are going into this fission reactor. It's currently off. I don't need to actually activate it currently because we have 100 billion FE. We have completed that, and I'll show you guys that in a second here. But I also quickly did this, which is the isotopic centrifuges, which are right here. So that way we have more power running to them. So of course they're still producing fissile fuel as of current because it'll fill up this quantum entangle porter thing, and that is fantastic. So that is good. The next thing we want to work on is DT fuel. I don't know much about DT fuel. It's been a little while since I've messed with it, but we'll look at that here in a second. So the deep learner. Let's talk about this. So the deep learner is from hostile neural networks. Hostile neural networks is actually really cool, and it actually allows for you to kind of create a mob farm without the mobs. Okay, so the one thing you need to get into this is a deep learner, which a deep learner allows for you to store a data model, and that data model can then be upgraded by killing the mob that is attached to that data model. This basic model framework thing here, you right click a creature and it will become that model. So for example, a skeleton, I'd get a skeleton model, wither skeleton model, so on and so forth. You can do dragons, you can do withers, you can do all that stuff, which is pretty cool. So I then built a simulation chamber, which gives me 32 prediction matrices here in the quest. These are used to get the mob predictions. So if we actually fly over to the base here, I can show you where we've set this up. Because I believe it is, yeah, it's right here. So I believe we got a Inner Dragon thing, yeah, from Apotheosis Trigon Rises thing. So we got this, and I've been just kind of upgrading it a little bit. I've got a few kills on here, and, I've set this in here so it just starts running. And we've got 15 Ender predictions here as well, and also 48 generalized Ender predictions. So predictions. Let's look at hostile neural networks. See, we have like an Enderman in one in here, skeleton, spider, witch, and creeper. I did not actually make these. These were all already in here, but you have a lot of different ones, and that is fantastic. So these predictions, these Ender predictions in here, can be used for quite a few things, kind of just a few crafting recipes in reality, but we do need these, the Ender ones specifically, for a quest, which is this one. This one here, which I think we need like 1,000. So I believe if we go here and go this one, we need 1,000 of these to get a creative spell book and 100 plus XP. We already have the Dragon's Breath. We do need to look at getting the End Fiber, which is Blaze Fiber, which is Mage Bloom, which Mage Blooms we need to start growing. Okay. All right. So, little side tangent. We'll start working on this stuff a little bit later. And also, I got a Dragon Egg. If you put the Ender Dragon predictions in here, you can get either Dragon's Breath or a Dragon Egg. I got the Dragon Egg so I could get a spawner to be ignoring all spawn conditions. So, just so you guys know. That's what Dragon Eggs are used for. Let's see. So the next thing we want to look at, of course, is DT fuel. Let's look at that. DT fuel. This stuff right here. Oh, I remember this stuff. This is actually how you get towards a fusion reactor from Mekanism. You need DT fuel to power it. So DT fuel, let's bookmark this, is made with deuterium and tritium. Goodness gracious, it's gonna kill me. And of course, tritium is made with lithium. Lithium is, of course, made with a chemical oxidizer, and of course, lithium is going to be complicated because you actually need liquid lithium. You don't need dust lithium. You need liquid lithium, which comes from thermal evaporators, which comes from brine. In a thermal evaporator, that becomes liquid lithium. To get brine, I don't remember what brine is. Sodium and chlorine, that's not what we're looking at. So salt becomes gaseous brine. Gaseous brine then can be condensated into brine. Brine then can be used in a thermal evaporation chamber to make liquid lithium. Liquid lithium can then be deconcentrated into lithium. Lithium then can be put into a solar neutron activator to make tritium. And then that is one part of DT fuel. Deuterium is heavy water separated in an electrolytic separator. Heavy water. So we need an electric pump with a filter upgrade installed. Okay. So we've got our goals set. This is going to be interesting. Because I'm going to need a new platform. So let's build these things. Apparently I need to get Feral Flare Lantern over here actually real quick. Lantern. Where is it at here? This block right here. And just place it under here. Okay. So this is going to be kind of an easier block to build because all you need to know is that you need to go 4. The minimum is 4 by 4 by 4, I believe. But well, it's 4 by 4 by 3, I think. But I'm going to go 4 by 4 by 18, which is the maximum. So let's just quickly get these all placed down. And then create a circle. We are going to be placing, of course, the thermal evaporation controller and valves. But for right now, I'm worried about just getting this all placed. Can I do this? None? Okay. So let's grab our tape measure here. Where is my tape measure? Right there. Perfect. Okay. So we need to go from the base to all the way up. Okay. And then we're going to take out the 4 corner blocks here. And I'll show you guys why in a second here. So we have these advanced solar panels, which actually will increase production, or should increase production. From the last time I played, that's what I remember. So we're just going to do it. We're going to go off of what I remember. Is that a good idea? Probably not, but that's okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I do have 8 of these because I'm going to build another one, but I'll do that off camera. So the next thing we're going to place is get rid of this. So we're going to do the controller. Right? And this should form. And this being on means that it's formed. So that's good. We need to get valve. And I think I'm going to put the other valve in the front of this. And that is because we need to import brine into one side and lithium comes out the other. So, brine production. Let's get that going before I worry about making another one of these. Because if we don't have brine, we don't have anything going for us. Actually, I need that network receiver. We'll need that here in a second. So, I think I'm going to put this here. And I'm going to put the other thermal evaporation chamber right here. Okay. And brine. Brine. So we need gaseous brine, which is a chemical oxidizer. Chemical oxidizer, eh? So let's go for 4 of these. I think what we'll do is because we need 100 buckets of this, right? We don't need 100,000 or 100 billion. This may look like 100 billion, but it is 100 buckets of this. We will just need to get this kind of not the most effective or overpowered method. We will just need to do kind of a simplified method. So we're going to stick with simplified here. So we now need to get salt. So let's get, or an interface. Sorry, my bad. Interface. Which we still haven't auto-crafted. Man, there's just a lot of things I just kind of keep forgetting to auto-craft. And then I'm like, oh, I'll do that one of these days. Never do it. And I probably end the series with that, honestly. Just me never doing that. But let's get an interface. Let's actually place that right here. So we can place a pipe here, do this. And we're just going to need salt. So salt, and let's grab a stack upgrade. Let's grab 2 stack upgrades. Let's grab 2 speed upgrades. Okay. And then let's go put this card in a transmitter. Okay. So that's connected. Let's grab some mechanism upgrades, which we want, of course, energy and speed. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, since I already grabbed a set of both. All right. And that is going to produce gaseous brine. So now the next thing we need to do is make this gaseous brine into actual brine, which is a condensator. So condensator. So we'll need 4 of these bad boys. And we're just going to poke a hole in the bottom. We're not going to connect this yet because I want to make sure that salt doesn't come in here. So okay. Items disabled. Items disabled. Items disabled. And then, of course, items disabled. All right. So where's the front of this block? I think it's this one. And the way we can actually verify which way we're looking at it is if we look at gases and we change this to purple, whatever side we just changed to purple is the side we're looking at. Okay. So that is the right side. So the front here is right here. So we're going to say on the back, we're going to input, and then on the front, we're going to output. I think that sounds good. And then here, I would assume that this is the front. Did that change that? No, I just turned off the wrong side. I don't think it really matters. So this is the back. So we're going to output there. Okay. And let's configure card. This one to this one. This one to this one. Okay. And then we should be able to put pipes down here, and nothing should be able to come into this. And we should be able to start getting brine. Okay, fantastic. So let's let's configure card this one to this one. And then this to this. And then also we want to say output on the top. Okay, what is happening? Why? Oh, I didn't put pipes down here, did I? Put it on the other side, but not this one. Okay. Fantastic. So now you should be producing some brine. And then here, we're going to want to pull that brine and throw it into here. So that will start producing liquid lithium, and then we're going to want to produce that liquid lithium into basically the reverse process of this, right? So let's grab 2 more of these rotary condensators. And of course, we're going to mimic this off camera into this one, but one system's all I need to do on camera. All right, so 2 of these bad boys. And let's just make sure we're extracting. And then here, we want to make sure that we are inputting a fluid. And then toggle this to deconcentrating, or, decondensating, I think is actually what it is. But the reverse of what we were doing on the other side. Okay. Oh, fly, please. I mean, we have the one void mod that basically takes you back to the top of the world, but it takes too long to fall. So, ask me how I know we have a mod that does that. May or may not have fallen into the void a few times. So now we're getting lithium, which is fantastic. And I think, yeah, we'll do nearest first. That's fine. Okay. And then, are we producing enough brine? I mean, we could get mechanism upgrades because we don't have those yet. So let's go energy, 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 energy. Okay, and a whole bunch of speed upgrades. Okay, and that should produce lithium a little bit faster. And that's going to produce gaseous brine a little bit faster. Oh, nope. What did I break? I think these guys were placed in the wrong orientation. So, input on the front, output on the top. Yep, that's what I needed. Perfect. And then you are... Yeah, you're placed the right direction, right? I'll just replace it. Who cares? Okay, and then this needs to go back. All right. And that should be producing lithium. Fantastic. Lithium production. Looks like the chemical oxidizer actually could be used a few more times. I mean, we could put like 3 or 4 right here, honestly, because the chemical oxidizer is the weak point. I mean, I'm not opposed to that. But I think for right now, this is going to be kind of part 1 of the DT fuel, right? Because really, I guess we can move on to the next part. I kind of forgot. We need solar neutron activators. 2 HDPE sheets. Oh, goodness. HDPE is what? HDPE pellets, which is substrate and liquid ethylene. And I can get that, actually. Let me get that off camera real quick. Okay, so kind of just cheese this a little bit. But I got liquid ethylene, I got oxygen. I'm pulling this off of our line. This oxygen actually is never used. It's actually dumped on the other machines. But we got about 64 of these. Perfect. And then what we need to do with this is make an HDPE sheet, which we need 2 of these to make 2 solar neutron activators. Okay. And I'm going to leave this here for right now, but we might not use it in the future. Who knows? I think since we're going to make 2 of these thermal ones, we're probably going to use a little bit more sheets, but we're not going to really use them right now. Okay. We also need to go to sleep. So let's grab a bed. Because the solar neutron activators only work during the daytime. And yeah, so we need to make sure that we have our sleeping going on here. So let's put this one here, put this one here. And let's go for some universal pipes. Looks like we need a few more of these. So let's just grab 6 of those. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, actually, no, these don't have power. Never mind. I just literally said that they require sunlight. They don't require power. But here we'll say on the back, we want to input gas. And then here on the front, we'll want to output. Yeah, there we go. And then here, of course, same thing. We'll make sure we're outputting on the front. And then here, we're inputting on the back. Oh, you don't have anything in you, so okay. But that is tritium. So tritium is the first step. I mean, I guess first, second, third, I don't know, whatever step you want to say. We then need to get heavy water. And heavy water is actually not hard to get, but we do need to kind of do some shenanigans here. So what I think I want to do is create an infinite water source here. And an infinite water source here. I think. I'm trying to keep this in a compact area, by the way. So, we'll see if this will work. Guess we don't really need more than 2 buckets, but, you know, oh well. Okay. So we need a filter. Actually, I think if we open up this, and then this side, we should actually be able to put one here, 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 and here, right? So let's grab an electric pump. Pump. Let's look at mechanism. Yeah, it is called an electric pump. Okay. Let's grab... So casings is all I need. Apparently that's not all I need. All right, 4 of those. We're just going to place these down just like this. Actually, I want them facing the opposite direction. Just like so. That'll be the energy input, I believe. So, all right, flux pump, or flux point, not flux pump. Goodness gracious. All right, so flux point, shut doors network, all that stuff. None of these should be active. So we need a mechanism filtering upgrade, which is this thing right here, which we need 10 dust. Alrighty. So filter upgrade, just shift right click on all these. And I think we can do speed and energy. Okay, we can. I just didn't know. Mech upgrade. Looks like we're going to need to do a stack of each. But that's okay. Alright. And we'll just do speed upgrade, energy upgrade, 2 speed upgrades. Okay. Hope everything's got one. Alright. Fantastic. So then we should be able to break this block under each one of these. I don't think they need to be in the water. I think they need to be just above it. And we are getting heavy water. Fantastic. Okay, so heavy water. Heavy water can then be separated into that. So let's make electrolytic separators. Okay. And since we have 4 pumps, we're just going to make 4 of these. Let's grab some tanks. I don't have... Actually, I guess we could technically count this as a tank, right? This might be a good option, just so we can transport it as well. So let's grab this. Let's go energy, none. Fluids, maybe? I don't even know if this is considered a fluid, but let's toggle this to fluids. So input, 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 input. And then at mech, ultimate. I think it's mechanical. It's this one right here. Yes, okay, so heavy water is this. Also, if you hear anything in the background, that is fireworks. I hope it is fireworks, because it sounds like a loud bang. People are shooting them off before 4th of July, because that makes sense. And what we'll do... Oh, this is currently set to steam. Ooh, no. Heavy water. Instead. So we lose a little bit, but that's okay. It's indefinite, right? As long as we have an infinite water source, it's indefinite. So, perfect. So now what we should be able to do is then take this electrolytic separator, and we can just place them in a weird pattern like so. And then let's grab... Oh, nope, not what I meant to do. Can we just kind of like sneak these pipes over here? No, let's not do that. It's like we have access to flux points or something. We have so many flux points, it's not even funny around this base. I guess not even a joke. If I went through and counted all these, it'd be hilarious. A hilariously ridiculous amount. Okay. And then let's grab at mech pipes. No, we want the fireworks going off is not helping me think either. So let's see. So just like this. Perfect. Everything should be powered up. And then let's just grab another entangloper. I mean, I really don't need another entangloporter, but it's okay. It is basically a tank. It does hold a lot. I will not lie. So let's do mechanical. Let's get rid of this connection. Where's my configurator? Okay. Because, yes, we will be pumping into the top. So, I mean, we could have totally bypassed this, but I want a buffer. Okay. And then this. And then heavy water. Set. Liquids, bottoms, output. And we can just do pull. Okay. And then there's the deuterium, which we're going to dump the oxygen, keep the deuterium. And, yeah, I probably should do at pipes on the bottom here. Let's go wrench. Just so I can pull that deuterium out as well. Actually, no, I can't pull it out because it's oh, it's because it's stupid. I probably could use laser IO here then. We'll look at that in a second. But we have deuterium. Okay. That's all I care about. I don't care how ugly this looks. We'll get over it. So, mechanical pipe. Or no, this is a fluid, right? Is this a fluid? No, it's not a fluid. It's a gas. Okay, so we need a tube. So we need the pressurized tubes, which is this right here. We just need to make sure we're saying gases, blue out of the front, and then configuration card. Okay. And then we want to make sure we somehow, you know what? We have the solution. I just got to be a little bit smarter about this sometimes. Okay. And then here, we can also say gases, clear, blue out on the top. Is that going to work? Do I need to force the connection, maybe? Nope, I'm still in wrench mode, but that actually did work. Okay. So we're going to do pull, pull, pull. Okay. So then we probably want to get another entangloporter for that side and that side connected on the same channel. But I think we are going to actually wrap up this episode here. We have the two components to make DT fuel. Next episode, we will get all the way. I'm going to get the entangloporters, get the other thermal evaporation chamber going. And, I mean, maybe we only need one. How much do we have in here? 7,000 millibuckets? No, we need two. Okay. Actually, I don't know if we need two for say. I think we might need to increase the production here. So what would happen if I were to, for example, get a couple more of these universal pipes and just straight pipe this into here? Would that help us in any way? Let's quickly take a nap because, of course, it is nighttime. And the thermal evaporation chamber also kind of relies on daytime. Would this help? I mean, somewhat, it looks like. Yeah, so we have 10 buckets in there. And then... what are you doing? Okay, so you have 10 buckets in there. All right, let me get an entangloporter next episode onto this. And I think we're going to go with one. I might change this up real quick and make it a little bit better, so we're producing a lot more brine. So give me... so I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully we'll get 100 buckets of DT fuel for next episode. I think I will probably work on getting the Firelight, because you guys have seen me kind of craft up a few items from Elemental Craft, and since we have the creative element containers, I'm going to just quickly craft up the Firelight ingots, 64 of those bad boys, the 16 Gaia Spirit ingots, that's going to kill a Gaia, nothing too insane with that one. So I'll take a few Gaias out. 32 Flux Infused. I actually think I already have the Flux Infused. Because I don't need to do anything fancy for these. Boom, Flux Infused, got it, right? We'll have to look at the stable ones. 1,000 dimensional shards. I'm pretty sure we already have dimensional shards. No, we only have 100 of these? I saw there was a crafting recipe for these. So, I mean, we can just quickly craft this up. There, 1,000 of those, perfect. Let's see, what else can we mess with real fast before we end the episode? 1,000 Eyes of Ender. Eye of Ender. There we go. So 64 stable ingots. We'll look at that one next episode. Ender predictions. I think we need to get an Enderman stuff thing set up for that. A whole bunch of food crafting. Yeah, so I'm going to start just crafting some of this stuff between this episode next, so we don't have to wait on it. That way we can just submit it. We can say, hey, we're done. And these last few episodes should fly by. Of course, we have a few things still left to iron out, you know, such as this whole DT fuel thing. And I believe the Ender predictions, we'll get that figured out. And then, of course, Singularities, which I still have not done, which I need to probably get done ASAP. So thank you guys. Stay awesome. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.